I'm beloved, and this poem is entitled Most Hated. The most hated in the world, summed up in 3 letters. It's sad because I don't even think they even realize the amount of hate that there is towards them. Living a life of hypocrisy, flashing a smile at everybody, but if only you knew the heart that lies under those smiling faces are mastering how to get away with murder. Because when you hate somebody, you have committed murder in your hearts, but to you, for some reason, that rule just doesn't apply. And I ask, why? Why is that? You just throw shrugs and, bro, it just does. But how can you hate them so easily? What did they do? What is it about them? See, I'm baffled, and I wonder if you too are confused, because I'm trying to understand what good reason can exist for you to have such a great hate for Y-O-U. For you. Why don't you love you? What reason has won you over for you to deny yourself love? What lie lies on a plate which lies before you, from which you have given the green light to be spoon-fed lies from? What library have you perused through, checking out fictional books where you have now surmised that you are not worthy of love? What slithering serpent has been whispering sour nothings in your ear that you leer at oneself with doubt and fear, causing you to rename what God has already proclaimed as good, like you when he made you?
That's true.
When God made Adam and Eve, he looked at them and said, yo, Mikey, come look, Mikey. It's good. But after taking heed to the serpent leading to the Last Supper, they looked at themselves and said, no, God, no, we are naked. And they felt they had to cover up themselves because they couldn't accept themselves. So now we cover up ourselves because we can't accept ourselves. What words were acquired for you to call your creator a liar, that when he says it is good for you to wholeheartedly rebuttal and say, no, it is not? I come to you as God did to that couple that was distraught in the garden and ask, who told you that? Your way of thinking has been hacked. You can no longer look at what God sees as good and agree. You are ashamed of your nakedness. And by that, I don't simply mean you without clothes, but you without all those things you use to cover yourself up with. The jokes, the music, the expensive shoes, the whole being extra, makeup, friends, relationships, money, hobbies, all these fig leaves that you use to cover yourself up with. When God is simply looking for you. He calls out to you, but you won't present yourself because you haven't accepted yourself, which is why low self-esteem sits so high and supreme in your life. If only you could accept the fact that a perfect God loves you, you would reject the opinions of those who fall short of perfection. Oh, how the enemy has won victory when he can convince God's most precious creations to hate itself. Oh, how the heart of God must break when you can believe there were mistakes and you happen to be one of the defective ones that left the factory. Oh, sweetie, why isn't God's love enough for you? Why isn't it enough? Or is the problem that you think it is too much and you can't believe a God like that can love a being like this but trust? He showed his love for us, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. Yes, while you were in your sin, while you were sinning, he died for you. Who do you think his blood washes clean? Good people? People who are not guilty, people who don't make mistakes, people who don't sin continuously? Like, seriously? These are the lies that you are accepting as truths? Just think about it. What use do perfect people have for forgiveness? You cancel out God's love, grace, and mercy because you're messed up? But it only works for those who are messed up. Unlike simple arithmetic, this is not adding up. And you know what? You know that. But still, you'll continue to combat and say, yeah, but I'm that and I've done this. To that I say, so what? God knows. And that's exactly why he chose to die for you. He has forgiven your offenses, but you want to play judge and condemn yourself to life sentences. Don't be ignorant to the devil's devices. See, it's not God who he's convincing you to hate. It is yourself. Because self-hatred permeates in everyday aspects of life. As long as you don't love you, you will never allow yourself to be loved. See, I don't know what you've been told, but you don't have to wait till you're perfect to come to God. Just come, unclothed and exposed, and watch him cover you up in his love. All the reasons you have in the world to not be loved will never convince God to stop loving you. So stop trying to. And just accept that you're worth love. So let yourself be loved by God and yourself too. Thank you.